All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another session of the Launch and Learn series. I am Praise Benson, a junior digital marketing executive here at Futuresoft. Launch and Learn is a bi-weekly program where each staff gets to train people on topics relating to our industry. If today is your first time joining us, you're welcome. Aderinola Amoda, our head, people and culture, will be facilitating today's session on the topic employee well-being, strategies for a healthy work-life balance. Kindly mute your mic as we continue with the session. And if you have questions to ask as the session goes on, kindly drop them in the chat and they will be addressed by Darren after her presentation. Thank you for your cooperation. Over to you, Darren.
All right, thank you, Peter, for the introduction. Good day, everybody. So today we'll be speaking about employee well-being, and then we'll be delving into the strategies for healthy work-life balance. Okay, so the importance of employee well-being really cannot be overemphasized at this time that we are in, right? There is the need to prioritize employee well-being in order to foster positive work environments and then achieve organizational goals. So in this presentation, we would be speaking about understanding of the work-life balance term. Okay, here we would speak about different mentions. We'll talk about the definition of work-life balance. We'll also speak about why work-life balance really does matters. Okay, there we'll be explaining the importance of work-life balance in maintaining success, overall success. Okay, also we'll be speaking about the benefits of healthy work-life balance. Then we'll delve into the various strategies we can use to achieve work-life balance. Then we'll also speak about case study and also success stories as to how work-life balance has been beneficial. Then we'll finalize with a key takeaway that would help us to implement these mentions we'll be making in the presentation. Okay. Now, understanding work-life balance. Work-life balance is the equilibrium between professional responsibility and personal pursuits. Equilibrium here means the balance, right? It means the balance between professional responsibilities and personal pursuits. It is very crucial for maintaining physical and mental health, reducing stress, and improving overall quality of life. Knowing that work-life balance is very important in overall success brings us to the main reason for this presentation. Now, why does work-life balance matters? It is also important for me to mention here that work-life imbalance, right? Work-life imbalance occurs when individuals dedicate excessive time and energy to work at the expense of the personal life, right? Which leads to detrimental effects on both the physical and mental health, as well as the overall performance. Now, various reasons as to why work-life balance matters. We have different reasons, and some of these it is crucial to maintain physical and mental health, reducing stress and improving overall quality of life. Some of the things here includes the physical health, right? Balancing work and personal life allows us to prioritize our physical health. Because of course, when you are not in a good health condition, you definitely would not be productive. So when employees have time for exercise, proper nutrition, adequate rest, right? They are better equipped to maintain healthy lifestyle. And, this overall enhances productivity. Additionally, sufficient restorative sleep would help to improve immune function, right? Cognitive performance and overall well-being. Another reason as to the importance of this is mental health. Work-life balance is essential for preserving mental health. nowadays we get to hear a lot of mentions as to mental health issues, right? And it has become very prevalent in our time. High levels of stress and burnout resulting from excessive work demands can lead to mental health issues such as anxiety and depression. Conversely, when individuals or employees have time to engage in activities that they enjoy, spend time with loved ones, pursue hobbies outside of work, they experience greater satisfaction and fulfillment, thereby maintaining a healthy work-life balance. And of course, this would reduce the feeling of overwhelming exhaustion and emotional fatigue. Also, stress reduction is an important need for work-life balance at this time. Achieving a balance between work and personal life helps individuals manage stress more effectively. Chronic work-related stress can negatively impact physical and mental health, leading to a different leverage of symptoms we get to hear now, including headaches, muscle tension, body aches, even insomnia. By creating boundaries and allocating time for relaxation and leisure, we can recharge and reduce the negative effects of stress on our overall health. Now, speaking about the current trends and the challenges, here would be delving into the global trends in the work-life balance, right? In recent years, the concept of work-life balance has gained that increasing prominence as organizations and individuals now recognize its importance in fostering employee well-being and productivity. Now, several notable trends have emerged that has actually led to the to the prevalent need for work-life balance. And one of it is the rise of remote work. And this is one of the most significant trends in work-life balance, right? One of the most significant trends in work-life balance is the rise of remote work, right? And the accelerated technological advancements, especially the COVID-19 pandemic, has majorly led or made this much more prominent. Remote work offers employees greater flexibility in managing their work schedules and personal responsibilities. And of course, this contributes to improved work-life balance. According to a recent study on a recent research conducted, 98% of remote workers surveyed would like to work remotely at least some of the time for the rest of their careers. This brings to mention how very much impactful or much more preferable remote work is. And of course, this is what we do here at FutureSoft, right? And another notable trend in the workplace at this time is the flexibility in work arrangements. Organizations are increasingly embracing flexible work arrangements, such as flexi time, compressed work weeks, and job sharing, right? This is just to accommodate diverse employee needs. And this arrangement will allow for a balanced work and personal commitment more effectively, which inadvertently leads to a higher job satisfaction and engagement. 80% of most employees say that they would be more loyal to their employers if they had a flexible work option, right? And one of the advantage of working remotely is the flexibility it brings to work environments. And then another very prominent trend when it comes to the environment of work and the mention of work-life balance is the recognition of mental health. As I mentioned earlier, I get to hear a lot of cases of mental health issues, which are very much prevalent right now as compared to how it was in previous years. And, there is this growing recognition of the importance of mental health in the workplace and the impact on work-life balance. Employers at this time are very much finding every need to implement initiatives to support employee mental health. Various ways are being utilized now. We have EAPs, that's our employee assistance programs, mindfulness trainings, stress management workshops, All of these mentions are being utilized in organizations right now to see through um, how we can minimize the effects or negative impact of mental health in our workplace. Another notable trend in work-life balance at this time is the emphasis on well-being programs. Organizations are investing hugely in employee well-being programs to promote work-life balance and overall health, right? These programs may include wellness initiatives such as fitness challenges, meditation sessions, and nutrition workshops, just like what we do here at FutureSoft, where we engage in a scheduled yearly period of health and wellness week, which will be coming up sometimes later in the coming months, right? These initiatives definitely emphasizes on our well-being and would eventually help us in these programs would definitely have a positive impact on our productivity as employees. Another notable trend in work-life balance is the flexible parental leave policies. This is a growing trend, and it's geared towards a flexible work life for parents, right? Where employees are allowed to balance their professional responsibilities with caregiving duties. A lot of companies now offer extended parental leave, both paternal and maternal, paid leave options, and even flexible return to work arrangements just to support employees during significant life transitions. According to ILO, that's the International Labour Organization, it says only 45% of countries worldwide have nationally paid maternal leave policies. And of course, this highlights the need for greater support for working parents. Another notable trend in the work-life balance at this time is the focus on work-life integration. Now, beyond work-life balance, there is work-life integration. We know work-life balance is evolving into a more holistic concept known as work-life integration, where work and personal life are seamlessly integrated to create harmony and fulfillment. Organizations now encourage employees to blend work and personal activities together, such as attending family events during work hours or even taking breaks to pursue hobbies. Now, according to a survey by WorkLab, 69% of employees believe that having a flexibility in when and where they work improves their ability to integrate work and personal life. Now, there are a number of common challenges that are faced by employees at this time, and we'll be speaking about these challenges. Now, some of these challenges that are being faced by employees at this current time, at this current time, are the long working hours, right? Achieving work-life balance can be challenging for many employees as they navigate the demands of their professional responsibilities, alongside personal commitments and priorities. So one of the common obstacles that hinder the ability to maintain this balance or equilibrium between work and personal life is the long working hours. And, this is a very prevalent challenge that a lot of us face, particularly in industries known for demanding schedules, such as finance industry or healthcare industry and technology industry, right? And extended work hours can infringe upon personal time, leaving employees with very short time for rest, relaxation, and leisure activities. Another notable challenge is the unrealistic expectations, usually set by some employers or supervisors. And of course, this would create pressure on employees to prioritize work over the personal life. Deadlines, targets, and personal metrics may be set at levels that are difficult to achieve. And that is why it is always recommended to set SMART goals. SMART goals are goals that are specific, that are measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. This kind of objectives or goals are recommended to be set by organizations, supervisors, or employers in order for them to be able to measure up and ensure that whatever objective being set out is actually achievable. And this would enable the employee to plan towards this objective and see how well it can be achieved. And of course, this would reduce dissatisfaction by the employees and also reduce burnout eventually. Another notable challenge faced by employees are lack of support from employers. A lack of support from employers or even supervisors in promoting work-life balance can be very challenging, right? So when organizations prioritize productivity and profitability over employee well-being, then they may fail to provide resources, policies, or programs that support work-life balance. Without adequate support from employers, employees may really struggle to navigate that competing demands and find themselves overwhelmed by work-related stressors. One of the books I had read in the time past was Culture Eats Strategy. I mean, it emphasized on culture, its strategy for breakfast. And that simply means that the culture of an organization, you know, how well the culture, I mean, one of the mentions to make when it comes to culture of an organization is how well it values its people, you know, how they operate, right? What they feel like is what does it feel like working within such space, right? And if the culture of the organization is not good, if employees are not valued, if their well-being are not taking cognizance of, then it would be difficult for the strategy of that organization, that is the utmost goal or the productivity or the major aim of the organization. It will be difficult for such strategy to actually come into reality or fruition. You know, that's basically what that book was mentioning. Right. Another challenge that are being faced by employees at this time is the workplace culture, which I had briefly mentioned just a few seconds ago, right? So workplace culture plays a very significant role in shaping employees' attitude and behaviors towards work-life balance. In environments where we have long hours, you know, or where presenteeism is valued over productivity, employees may feel pressured to prioritize work at the expense of their personal lives. And moreover, stigmatization of taking time off, such as parental leave or vacation, can deter employees from utilizing available benefits and seeking the balance they need elsewhere. Now, another challenge of that we have at this time, where that employees face at this time with regards to work-life balance, is the pervasive use of technology and constant connectivity. You know, this can blur boundaries between work and personal life. And, you know, the advent of these tools day after day even makes it more difficult, you know, where AI has made it easy, you know, just by holding your phone, you can get tasks done with ease, you know, while on your bed or anywhere, you know, you can get tasks done with ease. And it makes it challenging for employees to disconnect and to recharge, right? Email, instant messaging, and mobile devices enable employees to stay connected to work round the clock, you know, and this leads to feelings of being always on, right? Always available, and difficulty in establishing boundaries between work and personal time. Now, another notable challenge that has been experienced in this time that we are in is the family and caregiving responsibilities. Balancing work with family and caregiving responsibilities present a significant challenge for a lot of employees, particularly working parents and caregivers. Juggling childcare or elderly care, you know, and household responsibilities alongside work commitments can be overwhelming and stressful. You know, without adequate support from employees, you know, such as the flexible work arrangements or childcare assistance programs or EAPs, as I previously mentioned, employees may find it a struggle to manage their competing responsibilities effectively. Now, these common challenges in achieving work-life balance can be addressed, right? And addressing these challenges requires a multifaceted approach that involves organizational policies, you know, leadership support, cultural norms, and individual self-care practices. We'll be mentioning some of this. We'll be mentioning some of this, the ways to address these challenges as we go along. Okay, so we'll be speaking briefly about the statistics on burnout, stress, and mental health issues. And it's important for us to make mention of this so as to have that understanding of what, how important work-life balance is and how much need it is for us to prioritize work-life balance in our organization and in our personal life. Now, there are statistics highlighting the prevalence of burnout, stress-related illnesses and mental health concerns among employees worldwide, right? According to WHO, that's the World Health Organization, it classifies burnout as an occupational phenomenon. And it estimates that it costs the global economy over $300 billion annually in lost productivity, which goes to say, if it's being classified as an occupational phenomenon, that is most often time burnout is linked to our work activities, right? And then mentioning how how much productivity is being lost simply because of this impact tells you how much need work-life balance needs to be prioritized. Now, another another statistics to be taken cognizance of is the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, where it was mentioned that stress, according to Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, it says stress contributes to 6 of the leading causes of death, including heart disease, cancer, and accidents. And a lot of stress are being accrued from work activities, and the eventualities are very much negative, speaking of heart disease, cancer, and accidents. So this means work-life balance is of utmost priority, and we should pay very much attention to it. Now, another mention is the COVID-19 pandemic, right? And the COVID-19 pandemic has exacerbated mental health issues, really, and stress level among employees globally. According to a survey, 53% of adults in the United States had reported that their mental health has been negatively impacted by worry and stress related to the pandemic. The aftermath of COVID-19 pandemic brought a whole lot of these things to light. Mentioning mental health issues as a significant one. So burnout, stress-related illness, mental health concerns are, these are significant issues. These are significant issues that we need to pay attention to, and they affect employees worldwide. The prevalence of all of these challenges underscores the need for employers to prioritize employee well-being and implement strategies to at least mitigate workplace stressors. Moving forward, we'll be speaking about the benefits of healthy work-life balance. The benefits of healthy work-life balance. Now, maintaining a healthy work-life balance is essential for is very much essential for fostering higher levels of job satisfaction, motivation, and engagement among employees, right? And when employees are able to effectively balance their professional responsibilities with personal pursuits and well-being, there are several positive outcomes that are usually observed. Some of these outcomes are what we'll be speaking about here on briefly, right? Some of these outcomes include job satisfaction, right? When employees engaged, a healthy work-life balance is experienced, then definitely it would promote job satisfaction by allowing employees to experience fulfillment and enjoyment in their roles. When individuals have time to pursue personal interests, spend quality time with family and friends, and also engage in activities that bring them joy, they return to work feeling rejuvenated and fulfilled. And as a result, they are more likely to derive satisfaction from their work, right? And they eventually find meaning in their contributions and feel a sense of accomplishment in their achievements. Another major positive outcome that can be observed is, when employees' morale and satisfaction is enhanced, is motivation. Work-life balance has this way of motivating employee by providing individuals with that sense of purpose and autonomy in managing their time and priorities. When employees have control over their schedules, they experience flexibility in completing tasks, and the opportunities for personal growth and development is available. They are intrinsically motivated to perform at their very best. And moreover, a supportive work environment that values work-life balance signals to employees that their well-being is prioritized. And of course, this would lead to greater motivation and would contribute to a positive organization goals and objective. The objectives are eventually achieved, right? And another mention when it comes to positive outcomes that are very much observed is the engagement, right? A healthy work-life balance fosters higher level of engagement among employees. You feel the need to want to partake in activities, you feel the need to want to partake in tasks. And of course, this creates a positive and supportive work environment. And then when employees feel empowered to, balance their work commitments with personal responsibilities, they are more likely to be emotionally invested in their roles and committed to the success of the organization. Engaged employees are proactive, collaborative, committed, committed to continuous improvement, and they drive innovation, productivity, and positive outcome for the organization as a whole, right? And another mention to take note of here is the retention. Work-life balance plays a huge role in employee retention by reducing turnover rates and increasing loyalty to the organization. Gone are the days where the major determining factor of keeping of an employee staying in an organization maybe is the pay. Right now, a lot of candidates or persons are looking out for environments or organizations that would enable good work-life balance. I've interviewed a couple of persons who would mention that it's not just about the pay. They are looking out for environments where they can experience that work-life balance. So the tide has turned at this time, and it is very important for organizations to take huge importance in work-life balance of employees. Another positive outcome that can be observed is the health and well-being, right? Importantly, a healthy work-life balance promotes employee health and well-being, right? And of course, this contributes to overall job satisfaction and the morale. When individuals have time to prioritize self-care activities, have time for exercise, have time for relaxation, socializing, right? All of these are parts of life. They definitely would experience improved physical and mental health outcomes. And of course, stress levels will be reduced, better sleep quality, increased resilience to work-related challenges. And of course, this will contribute to a positive work environment where employees feel supported in achieving their full potential. Right. Organizations that prioritize work-life balance initiatives create a supportive and inclusive workplace culture where employees thrive personally and professionally. And of course, this leads to greater organizational success and sustainable growth. Moving forward, we'll be speaking about increased productivity and efficiency, right? We'll be speaking on how well balanced employees are more productive, creative and efficient in their work. When employees maintain a healthy balance between their professional responsibilities and personal well-being, several key factors contribute to heightened performance and success. Now, some of these key factors include enhanced focus and concentration. Well-balanced employees are better able to maintain focus and concentration on their work tasks. So by prioritizing time for rest and relaxation outside of work, individuals return to their professional duties with renewed energy and clarity of mind. And as a result, they can allocate attention more effectively and, of course, minimize distractions. Another factor that can contribute to heightened performance and success here is the optimal cognitive function. Adequate rest and downtime are essential for preserving cognitive function and mental acuity. When employees have sufficient time for rest, leisure activities, and personal pursuits, they experience this improved cognitive performance, memory retention, and problem-solving abilities, right? And this cognitive resilience enables them to tackle complex challenges, make informed decisions, and also generate innovative ideas that would contribute to business growth and success. Another key factor here is creativity and innovation. Work-life balance fosters a conducive environment for creativity and innovation to flourish. When employees have opportunities to engage in diverse experiences, hobbies, and interests outside of work, they bring fresh perspectives, right, and insights to their professional endeavors. And another thing to take cognizance of as a key factor is effective time management. In the previous Lunch and Learn session we had before now, we had spoken about, we are speaking comprehensively on this, right? Balancing work and personal commitments requires effective time management skills. And well-balanced employees are adept at providing and prioritizing tasks, setting boundaries, and optimizing their workflow just to achieve optimal results within designated time frames. By leveraging time management strategies such as task batching, prioritization techniques, and schedule optimization, we can be able to maximize our efficiency and accomplish more in less time, and of course, contributing to overall business productivity. Lastly, another key factor here is the improved employee well-being. A key component of work-life balance is prioritizing employee well-being and self-care. Organizations that invest in employee wellness initiatives, such as wellness programs, or providing HMO services, mental health resources, flexible work arrangements, create that supportive environment that fosters employees' health and happiness. Employees who feel valued, supported, and cared for by their organization are more likely to be motivated, engaged, and committed to delivering their best work. By promoting productivity, creativity, efficiency among the workforce, organizations, employers can gain a competitive edge to achieving sustainable growth and foster a culture of success and innovation. Another mention when it comes to benefits of work-life balance is the reduced absenteeism and turnover rates. Reduced absenteeism and turnover rates. This really cannot be overemphasized. Work-life balance initiatives play a huge role in reducing absenteeism and turnover and associated costs for organizations by fostering a supportive and conducive work environment that prioritizes employee well-being. Several key factors contribute to this positive impact, and some of these have been listed here and will be explained briefly. So we have the improved employee health and well-being. We had mentioned this previously, where work-life balance initiatives help to promote employee health and well-being, by enabling individuals to manage their professional responsibilities alongside personal commitments and, of course, self-care activities. When employees feel supported in achieving work-life balance, they definitely experience reduced stress levels, better mental and physical health, outcomes, and of course, increased resilience to illness and burnout. And as a result, they are likely to experience frequent absences due to health-related issues, leading to lower absenteeism rates for the organization. Another key factor that contributes to this is enhanced job satisfaction, right? Employees who have the opportunity to balance work and personal life are more satisfied and better engaged in their roles. Work-life balance initiatives demonstrate organizations' commitment to supporting employee needs and priorities beyond the workplace, and this fosters a sense of loyalty, a sense of belonging, and trust among the employees. Satisfied and engaged employees are less inclined to lower turnover rates, and that's where the retention rate in the organization becomes higher. There's a higher retention level for the organization. Another key factor that contributes to this positive impact is the increased employee morale and motivation. Increased employee morale and motivation. A healthy work-life balance contributes to higher levels of employee morale and motivation. When employees effectively and very well achieve harmony between the work and personal life, they are more motivated to perform at their best and contribute positively to the organization's success. Increased morale helps you to do extra, right? Increased morale helps to go beyond the call of duty. And of course, going extra mile would definitely enhance productivity. And overall, the job performance reduces the likelihood of turnover and absenteeism due to disengagement or dissatisfaction. Another key factor here is the enhanced recruitment and employer branding organizations that prioritize work-life balance initiatives tend to attract top talent and they eventually enhance their employer brand reputation in the marketplace. As I mentioned earlier, in different recruitment processes or activities I'd engaged in, I'd had the privilege to speak with various candidates. And, in this time and age, you could tell that a lot of candidates, a lot of persons are on the lookout for organizations where their personal life and professional life is prioritized, and in the marketplace, right? Job seekers actively seek out employers who offer flexible work arrangements, supportive policies, and a healthy work culture that values work-life balance. So by showcasing their commitment to employee well-being and satisfaction, organizations can, differentiate themselves as that employer of choice. And of course, this would reduce recruitment costs and turnover rates associated with hiring and training new employees. Another key factor that contributes to this positive impact is the cost savings and operational efficiency. Reducing absenteeism and turnover rates yields significant cost savings for any organization, and by minimizing disruptions, when there's less disruption in the workflow, and then productivity levels are maintained and preserved. Institutional knowledge and expertise are also preserved. Then there is a high level of absenteeism and turnover which incurs direct costs, usually relative to hiring, training, and onboarding new employees, as well as the indirect costs associated with lost productivity and decreased morale. So by investing in work-life balance initiatives, employers and organizations can mitigate this costs and achieve greater operational efficiency and financial stability in the long run. By creating a supportive and inclusive work environment that values employee well-being and flexibility, we can reap the benefits of reduced absenteeism, improve retention, and enhance productivity, and ultimately drive better business outcome and long-term success. Moving forward, we'll be speaking about the strategies for achieving work-life balance. Strategies for achieving work-life balance. Now, we can effectively achieve work-life balance and enjoy greater fulfillment, well-being, and success in both professional and personal lives. Yes, it is possible. However, there are certain strategies that would help us to make this a possibility. Importance of prioritizing employee well-being and satisfaction in driving organizational success, and utilizing these strategies would help in making this a possibility. Firstly, we'll set boundaries. Establishing clear boundaries between work and personal life by defining specific times for work-related tasks and leisure activities. This can be done by avoiding the activity or actions of bringing work home, or maybe checking emails outside of the designated work hours, right? So we can utilize our calendars, schedule tasks for work activities, schedule tasks for home activities, and set these boundaries such that they are not infringing on one another. And of course, this takes a lot of discipline to make this come to fruition. Another strategy that can be utilized is to prioritize tasks, right? Identify priority tasks and focus on completing them efficiently during work hours, right? We can utilize time management techniques. We had spoken about this in our previous lunch and learn. We can use time management techniques such as the Eisenhower matrix or the Pomodoro technique. Yes, we can use either of these techniques to prioritize tasks based on urgency and importance. Then also practice flexible work environments, right? We can also utilize flexible work environments, take advantage of flexible work environments such as remote work, flexible hours, or compressed work weeks, just to better accommodate personal commitments and preferences. I know a number of persons that are specifically looking at the organizations that provides these programs or enablement. And these are good talents out there. And of course, this would attract good talents to any organization. Another strategy is to communicate effectively. Communicate clearly and openly, be honest with your supervisors, with your employer or your colleagues, and even family members about your work-life balance needs and priorities. Set realistic expectations and negotiate flexible arrangements when necessary. All right, so you need to make your need for that work-life balance known, right? Make it clearly stated to your collaborators, the persons you're working with. Let them know the time you work at home, maybe from 8 p.m. or from 7 p.m. I may not be able to take on these tasks. Make your mentions clear and known. And once this is clear, once this is set known to all of the stakeholders, maybe your family's friends or your work colleagues, there'll be challenges or issues that's having to deal with such tasks that are not in alignment with your schedules. Another mention or another strategy that can be implemented is to delegate tasks. where necessary, right? Delegate tasks at work and at home to alleviate workload and free up time for more important activities. A lot of time, especially, I think I will speak specifically to what relates to me. You know, a lot of time as women, we feel, oh, we can run all tasks, home tasks, care responsibilities of the home, you know, and do that alongside work activities, you know, to perfection. A lot of times we need support systems. A lot of times we need help. You can't feel you can do it all by yourself. So delegate tasks. If you feel your own responsibilities are lacking or you don't think you can do it all by yourself, you know, get a support system, you can get a helper, or, you know, find ways that you can get alleviated of certain tasks that are not, you know, very urgent or that do not necessarily have to be done by you. You know, so delegate tasks at work or at home just to alleviate your workload and free up time for more important activities. Learn to trust others, you know. Don't take things too personal. Trust others to handle responsibilities and empower them to contribute to shared goals. Another strategy that can be implemented is to take regular breaks. In your work activity, there should be a portion set out for break, right? Incorporate regular breaks into your work day just to rest, to recharge, and prevent burnout. Step away from your desk once in a while, you know, go for a walk, or you could just engage in any relaxation technique just to refresh your mind and your body, right? You have to be intentional at doing this, because sometimes you might just feel you do not need this, right? But your body does need it, and you have to be intentional. Another strategy that you can utilize in experiencing that work-life balance is to practice self-care. Prioritize self-care activities such as exercise, meditation, mindfulness, and adequate sleep, just to maintain your physical and mental well-being. Make time for these activities. It's very important. It's very important. You know, make time for activities that also brings you joy and fulfillment outside of work. It could be hanging out with your friends. You know, it could be going out for movies. You know, just set out that time to engage in these activities. It does go as little as it seems. It's produce huge outputs or outcomes. Another strategy that we should implement in our quest to balancing work, balancing personal activities and our professional activity, is to set realistic expectations. Okay, so manage your expectations and avoid striving for perfection in all areas of life. You know, accept that balance is a dynamic process, and it requires flexibility and adaptation to changing circumstances. So we need to have that understanding and, you know, create goals that are realistic, that are achievable. You know, this would help us to this would enable our work-life balance implementation and outcome. Now, another strategy that we can implement is to seek support. Seek support, you know. This was mentioned in the point we had spoken about the need to delegate where necessary, right? Delegate tasks. So also seek support. Reach out to colleagues, you know, friends, family members, or support groups for guidance, advice, and encouragement. You know, share your challenges and experiences with others who you think have been there and can actually provide empathy and perspective, you know, just to relieve you of any stress. Okay, another strategy to take cognizance of is to disconnect, right? Sometimes you just need to disconnect from technology, right? Reflect and evaluate. Take out time to reflect on your work-life balance, evaluate on whether your current strategies are effective in meeting your needs and priorities. So take out time, you know, just disconnect and take out that time to reflect, set out time to reflect on your activities, both work activities, personal work activities, and see how well you are doing. If you feel you are doing well, seek out better ways, strategize on better ways to make it better. And if you feel there are so many areas where you are lagging, seek out help or re-strategize on mediums or ways to get better in achieving work-life balance. So by implementing these strategies, we can effectively achieve, work-life balance and enjoy greater fulfillment, well-being, and success in both professional and personal life. Moving forward, we'll speak briefly about some case studies and success stories, just to give that emphasis on why work-life balance is really of utmost importance. We have companies that have successfully implemented work-life balance initiatives, right? And the positive outcomes they have achieved is good to make mention of them. Some of these includes one of the organizations that will be mentioned here is Google. Google is renowned for its approach to employee well-being and work-life balance. It offers a wide range of flexible work arrangements, including remote work options, flexible hours, and generous paid time off. Google provides on-site amenities such as fitness centers, nap pods, where you can just, while at work, you could just take out time to relax, briefly, and government cafeterias just to promote employee health and wellness. Additionally, the company offers wellness programs, mindfulness classes, and mental health resources just to support employee well-being. Now, the positive impact of Google's work-life balance initiative is very much evident in its high employee satisfaction rates, low turnover rates, and of course, strong employer brand reputation, because it is one of the best places to work globally. These are from surveys that have been done in past times, right? And speaking about testimonials, right, it's good for us to also make mention of certain testimonials, that are being made by a number of persons on the impact work-life balance had on them. Some of these mentions includes one that has been said, the employee said, thanks to our company's flexible work environment, I have been able to achieve a better balance between my professional responsibilities and personal life, whether it's working remotely to attend my daughter's school events or adjusting my schedule to accommodate personal commitments. I feel supported and empowered to prioritize both my career and family. Another person says, I am grateful for the support I have received from my employer in maintaining a healthy work-life balance with flexible work hours and generous paid time off. I've been able to pursue my passion outside of work while still excelling in my role, whether it is traveling, volunteering, or spending time with loved ones. I feel so empowered to live in a fulfilling life beyond the confines of the office. This sense of balance has rejuvenated my enthusiasm for my job and enriched my overall quality of life. Another person says, the remote work options provided by our organization have revolutionized my work-life balance. Being able to work from home has eliminated the stress of commuting and afforded me greater flexibility in managing my schedule. So you can just tell that, most employees would prefer organizations that values work-life balance. Moving forward, take-home recommendations for organizations. Employee assistance programs are a valuable resource, right? It is of utmost need that employees see through how this can be put into their programs, right? We have various ones. It could be creating creche for support. Creating creche for workers, cafeteria where healthy foods are served, right? And health programs or health service options, HMOs as we may call it. These programs helps provide support for employees. We also have wellness workshops and seminars, just like we have at FutureSoft. We have a health and wellness week. These sessions speaks about stress management, resilience building, and work-life balance. strategies. There is a need for us to keep learning on all of these mentions. Then we have access to health professionals, providing employees with access to health professionals such as counselors, psychologists, health maintenance services for support and guidance. Then it needs to be integrated into the culture of the organization. There's a need to embed work-life balance principles into the organization's values, policies, and practices, just to ensure the long-term sustainability. Then training and development programs, just as we are doing right now, the launch and learn sessions such as this would equip managers, employees, and employers with the skills and knowledge to prioritize work-life balance initiatives. These are some of the recommendations made here. Now, in conclusion, it's time to take proactive steps to prioritize work-life balance within our organization, right? As leaders, it's our responsibility to create a supportive environment where employee well-being is valued and prioritized. All individuals and employees are encouraged to embrace work-life balance strategies and practices for harmony between the professional and personal life. Here at FutureSoft, we are very much committed to ongoing evaluation, feedback, and improvement to our work-life balance initiatives. By soliciting input from employees and exploring new opportunities for support and flexibility, we will ensure that our organization remains at the forefront of promoting employee well-being and satisfaction. We work towards creating a culture where work-life balance is not just a priority, but a fundamental aspect of our organization's ethos. By prioritizing employee well-being, the stage is set for success, and a workplace where everyone can thrive is created. Thank you all. That comes to the closure on my presentation. It's a good time for us to ask questions if you have any.
Great job, Darren. Thank you for this topic. Thank you for anchoring this. I believe it's timely and it's quite insightful for all organizations looking forward to bringing out the best in their employees. So here's me saying thank you and well done. And to all the participants here, please, does anyone have any question or feedback for Darren? All right, Aita, your hand is up. Kindly turn on your mic.
Okay, hi everyone. Thank you, Darren, for that insightful presentation. You mentioned strategies to enhance employee well-being and productivity on the employee side. However, which is amazing. Thank you for all the tips. However, what would you suggest for the organization? How can, in your attempt to encourage employee well-being and work-life balance, how do you attain productivity and efficiency that will not be at the detriment of the company?
Okay, thank you for that question, Isayo. So I'd mentioned in some of the things I'd said, right? There are certain strategies that you need to take cognizance of. First off, you have to be clear in your communication, right? You need to make your supervisors know what you are striving at in terms of your work life, in terms of professional life and your personal life, right? Of course, a good employee wouldn't bring you tasks to work on in the middle of the night when you should be resting, right? Or maybe at an odd time. Okay, so when you have your perspectives clear, you already have your mentions or communications well done with your supervisor as to how you operate even outside the working hours. Not like you might not be able to work outside working hours, but at what time you can actually get tasks done, this would definitely help, So that way you are working together, you are pursuing what is achievable. And of course, another things that were mentioned were self-care activities. You need to take care of yourself. The free scheduled time off you have, prioritize it, use it, optimize it well, use it effectively, exercise, take walks, take less junks, eat healthy food, right? All of this will definitely help you to stay healthy, to be able to be productive at work. When it's time to and also I've made mention of utilizing schedules, through maybe Google Calendar as an example. You could use time management techniques, just to prioritize things you need to do and stick to it, right? And that's where discipline and intentionality comes in. You have to stay disciplined at your course and ensure that whatever task you've scheduled to do at that particular time is achieved, and here at Futuresoft, and that's where the use of to-dos and end of the day tasks reports comes in. It just serves as a guide to ensure that indeed you are following up with what is on your schedule or what you have assigned to do for the day. So these are some of the things you can actually, strategies you as an employee can actually utilize in implementing work-life balance. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, thank you, Darren.
All right. Do we have any other question for Darren? It seems there's no other question at the moment, so we can now bring the session to an end. Please note that this video will be available on our YouTube channel. And if you have questions while watching the video, kindly drop them in the comment section. We'll be very happy to answer your questions. Do join us next time for another session, and do have a lovely day. Goodbye, everyone.